Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Yay or Nay series for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. If you've seen my Yay or Nay series for Smash Bros, you will know exactly what this is. If you haven't seen that, allow me to briefly explain. Each Yay or Nay video will discuss one specific character by going over their background, possible moves, maybe even talk about some fun facts about the character and series, and then at the end we'll answer the very important question. You want to see this character in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl as a playable character? Yay or nay. Pretty simple. Those are your two options, yay or nay. Be decisive. But that is it. There's the intro. Let's get into the rest of the video. Rocket Power! Oh my god, this takes me back so much. This is one of my favorite shows growing up. Rocket Power. Today's character for the Yay or Nay series is going to be none other than Otto from the show Rocket Power. So, man, I went back and I listened to the theme song before recording this, and now it's stuck in my head, and I love it. But either way, Otto from Rocket Power, like I said, is the character of the day. So as we always do, we start off with demonstrating a few possible moves that this character might have if they were to be playable in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. So why don't we start off with the first one, which is going to be what I'm going to dub the Slap Shot. Now, this move, like I said, slap shot, hockey reference, right? They do play hockey in the show. So this move will help Otto represent, well, a multitude of different sports that he and his friends and his sister play throughout the show. So the attack itself, it works simply by having Otto raise a hockey stick backwards and then swing it forwards. So if you know hockey, you know what a slap shot is. That's basically what this is. So this the slap shot itself, once the stick goes forward, it will make contact with a puck, then sending that puck through the air at his opponents, making this like a neutral special, so it does give Otto a projectile to play with, which is always good for characters. You don't always need to be up close and personal. Having a little bit of range to your attack is always good, and plus, maybe you could charge it up, So, like, the longer that you hold the button for this attack, the longer, Otto will hold the stick backwards, and then once you finally release that button, then, the slap shot comes off. So the attack, the puck itself would probably be faster the longer you charge it, and it would deal more damage the longer you charge it as well. So there we go. Slap shot, the first move for Otto. Next up, let's go with skateboarding a little bit here, and we're going to go with the handstand. So this could kind of be one of his light attacks, maybe his light up attack. So, well, he's on the ground. I don't know if this would be an air attack, but definitely on the ground for sure. Otto will do like a very quick handstand on a skateboard. So basically, it's a handstand. His hand is on the ground and the skateboard with his feet are up in the air. So the skateboard gets thrust upwards while the skateboard itself is the one that would hit the opponent if they happen to be above him. Just a quick attack, skateboard move, throw some of that references into the moveset, make the character, again, feel like he's coming from his show, make him feel like, well, he's himself. So yes, handstand is going to be the second move. Now, the next move we're going to talk about is up special, or his recovery move, if you will. I was trying to figure out what would be a good way to do this, and I thought, what about I named this move Ramp Up. So this move, like I said, could work very well as an up special, as recovery move. So Otto, when you use this move, he will practically pull out a skateboard, and then he does like a skate animation, and a ramp also pops up out of nowhere. So basically, he skates upwards, up a ramp, and this allows him kind of the freedom to go through the air to kind of get back on stage once he gets knocked off a stage. So it's again going back to the skateboarding days, because I think anybody that remembers Rocket Power, I think more than likely they're going to remember skateboarding as the main, I guess, sport that him and his friends and his sister that they all did. So yeah, might as well get a few different skateboarding references. So yeah, just ramp up, jumps on a skateboard and goes up a ramp for recovery move. And the next move that we'll talk about, this one is his jet board. Now this, I guess, could kind of work for an up special as well. But nonetheless, there was basically an episode where this is where the reference comes from. There was an episode that had Otto controlling his skateboard with like jet power, if that makes sense, if you see it by the screenshot. So The move could work. I envision this one more as a strong dash attack. So he jumps on the skateboard, and then he will have that little booster on back of his skateboard. So like his running animation would literally be him on a skateboard, and then when you do the strong dash attack, the he'll press the button on the control for the jets to propel him forward even more. Hence, a strong dash attack, making the attack a bit more stronger than whatever his light dash attack might end up being. But yeah, rocket board will be, well, moving faster than a regular skateboard. So yeah, that's what I have for that move. Now let's move on to a couple ideas for alternate skins, because alternate costumes are always a fun thing to take a look at. So first up, again, I've mentioned it a few times already. Him, Otto, and his friends and his sister, they do tons of sports throughout the show. So why not get one of those other sports involved for an alternate costume? And well, I'm going with snowboard gear. So it's a cool reference to everything, all those extreme sports that the group does. So this one, it's like I said, it's just his snowboard gear, dress up in that blue jacket, and yeah, it's there's not really much to say about this one. Just give him snowboard gear for one of his alternate costumes. Now, what about, okay, this one's not as good as other ones, but so maybe his default skin would be him actually with the safety helmet on from when he's riding bikes or skateboarding. But what if we have an alternate skin where he just doesn't have the helmet on? It's just like his casual look, when he's kind of relaxing and chilling a little bit. So his regular design will have his helmet and his knee pads and stuff on. And then we just get one with no safety pads, no helmet on, just kind of the relaxed Otto type of look. So there you go for another alternate skin idea. Now for a couple fun facts about Rocket Power itself. So Rocket Power, the show, did originally debut in, I believe, August of 1999, making it pretty much the last Nicktoon, the last new Nicktoon of the 1990s. Now, if I'm not mistaken, with the theme of the show being revolved around so many extreme sports, that was what made the show fun, and that's what attracted a lot of people to the show, because you have all these kids doing all these different types of sports, and it's kind of like, all right, we don't have anything like this at the time. There was no shows like this. There's nothing, so it set itself apart, and a lot of people were starting to fall in love with the show and the style that it was presenting, and all the challenges that came with it, which was pretty cool, because they didn't just, during the show, when Otto or whoever was skateboarding or biking or snowboarding, whatever it was, they didn't always land tricks perfectly, which was kind of a cool thing, because it made the show a little bit more real. They weren't always nailing the best tricks, right? They were wiping out from time to time, and it just kind of goes to show that, all right, we got to continue working on something. We got to continue building on something. So that was pretty cool to see overall. But going back to, lots of people started falling in love with the show, and it got really popular to a degree where it had a few very notable names for guest appearances. The first one people might remember, none other than Tony Hawk. Yes, Tony Hawk was in a Rocket Power. I think it was only one episode, but he was in an episode, which was really cool. Tony Hawk was like the biggest celebrity in the world at the time. Skateboarding was the thing. And if there was one person if there's one celebrity to get for this show to help endorse it a little bit more, Tony Hawk was perfect. And not only were they able to get an icon in the sports genre, but they also got a pop star, pop singer, to be make an appearance on the show. And that person is none other than, okay, that popped up, cool, great. But that person is none other than Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas. She also made an appearance in the show as well. So it had a lot of mainstream, icons, pop culture character, whatever you want to call them. But there's a lot of cool stuff about the show, a lot of nostalgia here. It would be really cool to see somebody from Rocket Power in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. As of right now, I do not expect anybody for base roster. I don't expect it, but I would still absolutely 1,000,000% love to see Otto or anybody from Rocket Power be playable in this game. So for me, this is a big yay. It's one of the 4 characters that I absolutely want to see in this game. So, or that I really need to see in this game. So Yes, it's a yay for me. Let me know what you guys got down in the comments. Yay or nay. Those are your only two options. So that is it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed as always. We'll be back again tomorrow with a brand new yay or nay series with, well, new character again. But we'll see you for that one tomorrow, and hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.